We're gonna make a pizza. So on the pizza, if you have like big chunks and you have the slice and it's like... Welcome to another episode of What is Cooking? Today we're gonna be making my 2-ingredient pizza bottom. You heard me correctly.
2-ingredient pizza bottom.
Now, before we're going to start, you're gonna set up your ingredients first. Okay, so now your ingredients are set up. We're going to start by peeling the sweet potato. So, I have my sweet potato right here. So, sweet potato contains a lot of proteins. We have fibers in there. That's why when you eat sweet potato, you're going to be nice and satisfied. Now make sure you're going to slice the sweet potatoes very thin. Why? Because we're going to boil them, and the thinner your sweet potato is, the faster you're going to boil them. Okay, so what we're going to do next, we're going to boil some water and then we're going to put our sweet potatoes in there. A little tip of mine is to boil some water in here. So then your water is already done. You just pour it in, boom, potatoes are in, done. Everything is boiled. So I'm going to do that. Approximately 1.5 liters in your kettle. That would be enough for like a small pan like this. That's it. And then we're going to put the sweet potatoes in there. Now, in the meantime, what you can already do is chop your vegetables. My vegetables are chopped very small. I like the sensation of the flavors when they're all mixed up. Now, if you like big chunks, that's fine. Don't forget, we're going to make a pizza. So on the pizza, if you have like big chunks and you have the slice and it's like, yeah. So make sure you have like thin slices if you want to slice them, and otherwise chop them up like small like I did. Like this, let me show you. So that's what you can do in the meantime. I also have my olives sliced really thin. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Okay, so I think my sweet potatoes are done. We're gonna check. The way you check is I'm just gonna grab one, and if I can chop it with the side of my fork easily, then you know it's done. No, it's not done yet. It needs to be boiling up. It needs to boil a little bit longer. See, it was a little forced. Okay, let's do another test. Oop. I'm gonna try and get a nice thick one and see if it's working. Yep. The other one is gonna be for the mice. No, I'm just kidding. Make sure you pick it up. Okay, so we're gonna grab a sieve right now to make sure to get all the water out, and then we're gonna grab a big bowl like this to mix in the sweet potato and the almond flour. But first, we're gonna mash the sweet potato. Okay, so what you're going to do next is let it cool a little bit. It's only for your own safety because the sweet potato is really hot right now. So just let it cool for like 5 minutes. Then add the almond flour, and then we're going to mix everything together and make the dough. Set your oven to 220 degrees. Okay, so I let it cool for 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna add the almond flour. The whole thing, just at once. And that's it. So, now for the ones who like to add in herbs, because this is all you need for the pizza bottom recipe. Literally almond flour and sweet potato. That's all you need. Now, what I like to do is to add a little bit of herbs. So I have my pimientas. Pimientas means pepper. I have my pepper. And I have my pizza herbs. So I'm just going to add that in as well. You can just add whichever one you like, actually. So whatever's to your liking, just add it in and mix it all together. So for my mixing, I like to use my, I have a fork now, but you can also use a spoon actually, and just mix everything together. Okay, so this is how far I got with my fork. It's almost a complete dough. I need to use my hands for the last part. Okay, so for today I'm going to be making 2 pizzas. So 2 equal balls, just like these, before I'm going to flatten them out to make the pizza bottom. See? Okay, so what you're going to do next is we're going to get some baking paper, get my dough roller, and we're going to roll this as flat as we can. Well, almost as flat as we can. And that's it. And then I'm going to put it in the oven for 25 minutes. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my vegetables next. So before I'm going to roll my dough with the roller, I need to flatten it a little bit because otherwise my edges will be cracking. So just flatten it with your hands, just like this. Then I'm going to get my dough roller. Yeah, so now make sure when you roll the dough, do it gently. Don't forget, you're using sweet potatoes and almond flour. This is not stretchy gluten dough that you're using. Yeah, so gently roll it to all the sides so you will get an evenly round pizza. So as you can see, I have a pretty flat pizza dough. It's pretty thin. Look, this is how thin it is. Now the only thing I noticed with my pizza dough is if I thin it out really thin on the edges, my edges will burn. So what I'm going to try to do is make a little bit of thicker edges so my edges wouldn't burn when I bake it. Something else I want to do is make it round. So just cut in, make nice and round with the sharpest knife that you have. So now I'm going to use the excess dough to create the edges.
Purchase your tracks.
my pizza bottom is done. I'm gonna put it in the oven for 25 minutes. Now, today I'm gonna be making a healthier type pizza, which means I'm not gonna use tomato sauce, I'm not using cheese. The sauce is gonna be mashed avocados, and well, the topping, as you can see, I'm gonna fry it in the pan, which normally, if you want to do a cheesy one, you would put first the bottom in the oven, then I would take it out, put the sauce on there, the tomato sauce, the cheese, the ingredients, and then you pop it in for another 10 minutes. Yeah, but for today, I'm gonna make my healthier version, so I'm gonna put it in for a full 25 minutes. I think it's approximately 25 to 30 minutes-ish. I'm gonna put it in. Halfway through, I'm going to flip it, and that's it. So let's do that. Okay, so when my pizza bottom is in the oven, in the meantime, we're gonna make the topping. So I'm gonna start with the sauce, which is the avocado one. One avocado is enough. I think this is gonna be maybe too much, but let's see. We're gonna cut up the avocado. See, nice and green. I'm gonna get a teaspoon, hold on. So something you maybe know about avocados, avocado has very nutritional fats that we need. So to switch your sauce from tomato to avocado, very smart choice. So just with a fork, just mush up your avocado, and that's it. Okay, that's it. That's your sauce, done. We're gonna continue with the toppings, which are these. I'm gonna save these for last because I'm not gonna fry these. So we're gonna go over to the station over here. So today I'm using avocado oil because avocado oil can be used on higher temperatures. So as you can see, I'm putting everything in except for my onions because I want my onions to be nice and crispy when I'm gonna put them on the pizza. So I'm just gonna fry them like at the very last. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna turn my pizza bottom so they'll be evenly baked. Just gonna pause my timer. And I'm also gonna add my onions into the mixture. Okay, so I have a little trick how to flip my bottom. I'm gonna do it like this. Grab the edges. You're gonna put another one on top of it. Flip it. And put the baking paper back. And just slide this guy gently off. Right here. Done. And that's it. Now I'm gonna put my timer back on. Okay, so we're gonna continue with the topping. This is almost nice and done. Okay, so you know when your mixture's done, you have to taste your vegetables. So let me see. You need to be able to eat it, but it still needs to be a little bit crunchy. Okay, so now I'm going to add my olives. I'm going to turn this stove off. That's it, just adding my olives. I'm going to mix that. And And this is going to be for the very end. Yeah, so that's my mixture. Look, nice and fresh. Okay, so my buzzer went. So I'm just gonna take it out of the oven and let's see what happened. So we're gonna flip it again. See, it's already ready. So look, this is how the dough turned out. This is my pizza. Now, I'm going to start with the sauce. Obviously, you can also add some lemon juice or some herbs, but as I put in a lot of herbs and peppers and things already in my pizza bottom, I thought to leave everything else plain. So just scoop this on here. So now we're going to do the topping. And to be honest, I forgot how this recipe got to where it is. All my recipes always have a story and something that I turned from unhealthy to healthy, or I think this one was just because we wanted pizza and I tried out some bottoms, and then eventually I think I got to this recipe. I'm really trying to think of it. I really don't know how I got this, but it was, let me tell you, every recipe usually that I make contains a lot of experimenting. Also, I tried the cauliflower pizza bottom, but I didn't like I didn't really like the dough because when you pick it up, it falls out of your hand and things like that. It's really soft. And this one you're gonna see, I'm gonna pick it up in a sec. It's like way firmer. It even looks like a little bit like a pizza dough. When you pick it up, you can eat it like that. I'll show you. So now I left my basil for last because I like it to be fresh. I'm just gonna pick a couple of leaves, just tear it up, and just sprinkle it. The fresher, the better. Okay, so that's my pizza done. Look. Now I'm going to teach you how to cut it. I always cut it with this one because it's nice and sharp and big. But first, I'm going to cut it in half. Then, again, my half again in half. And again, in half. This is actually something I learned. It's gonna sound really silly. I learned this from a sushi workshop.
Wow.
Yeah, so a sushi workshop. Yeah, you heard it. Because when you cut sushi, I never known this until I learned it, obviously. They chop it from half, 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 and then you get the perfect sushi slice, which normally, if you learn to make sushi, which is going to be another video, you just chop it like a cucumber. But that's not what you need to do. And this is the reason why you get uneven slices. So that's actually something that I tried out on my pizza. I just tried out half, 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 boom, perfect slice. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I pick up my pizza. Watch this. You grab it under here. Look at that. Well, look at this. Yeah? Look at this, how nice. The dough is like nice and firm. It doesn't move, you know. Oh, well, just my topping that moves. Let me see if it's good. It smells so good, guys. Yeah, really nice. Look at this. Nice. Yeah, really good. I'm gonna give something to the crew to taste. Yeah, good. Here, you can take it with pizza for the crew. Well, that's it, guys. Those are my 2-ingredient pizza dough. I hope you liked it. Don't forget, of course, to like, subscribe, and of course, hit those notification bells so you would never miss out on a video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!